dropping your cojones in front of the opponent or something. It's like, oh man, I got M and I beat you, and you're Protoss. Ha! Yeah. Looks like we've got Pure expanding at the 9 o'clock location. And this certainly is a good idea because he knows Firebathero's army is weak temporarily. Firebathero has lost all of his early units trying to pull off a timing attack that completely bombed for him. And we'll see what this means in terms of how the game goes from now on. I would say Pure has a lead, and Firebathero has to make up something against this lead. So we got ourselves a starport going up from Firebathero, and a Reaver is about to go towards Firebathero's base. Firebathero has prepared himself nicely, though, with turrets. And that is going to help him greatly, because I'm not sure about how well he can do against a Reaver with his micro. I mean, to be frank, he's just not known for his good micro against the Protoss race. And here comes the Reaver from Pure. Let's see what it can do here. Looks like it's gonna find. Oh man, it's gonna immediately find a blank spot here in Firebathero's defenses. This is terrible. He's already losing one tank there, although it looks like there's enough there that he won't be able to do that much more. Once he gets some more units up there, he can continue to put pressure and maybe sacrifice the Reaver for that tank and then try to just kill Firebathero off instantly. Look at this. Nice snipe there, killing off that frontal turret. It's so important to do that. So it looks like despite Firebathero's efforts, he has not managed to do a good job in terms of protecting his base by air. Wow, Firebathero not getting lucky there and not spotting all those transferring probes that he could have gotten all of them. And certainly that would have been a huge boon. But he's not going to. He's just arriving at the scene a little late there. So he's not going to see this, this opportunity rather. So right now, Pure with definitely an advantage, and Firebathero playing a little bit passive in my opinion. He's going to try to out-expand his opponent, pull a flash build it looks like. He's gotten early upgrades with a +1 for his ground units, and he's going to try to expand again. So this really is a kind of flash build here, and he's looking for a much later timing to attack, but at the same time he's not doing a great harassment, nor does he have the kind of late game prowess that Flash has. I mean, Flash in the late game can be behind 1 or 2 bases and still win the game against a Protoss who by all means should be totally ready, but is not. So, you know, I don't know if this was the best choice for him, basically. So, you know, we're going to have to see. Firebathero is the only half-decent Terran on his team, so perhaps the lack of any kind of, you know, practice partner who is Terran might hurt his play a little bit, especially because, I mean, the next best Terran player is Frozian, who makes everybody worse just by being in the team. He'll just basically just make you suck just by being there. Looks like we've got ourselves a possible frontal attack, although it looks like it's going to get stifled. There is the Arbiter, by the way. About to finish 2 Stargates. Wow, I thought there was only 1. 2 Stargate Arbiter rush here. I guess it's not really a rush, but certainly it is gonna be very powerful. And I think it's fairly early in the game. Neither player has certainly neither player has gone for any kind of attack yet of any sort, really. And I think this is playing into Pure's hands, to be honest. Pure right now is not going to make it that easy for Firebathero to expand. Looks like Firebathero is trying to. Pure picking off these random SCVs, slowing his expansion down just a tiny bit every time. But this is what he needs to keep Firebathero down while he gets those Arbiters up and gets some crazy recalls. And I'm going to guess it's recalls here. I think recalls would be effective. I mean, Stasis, of course, is very powerful too, but earlier on in the game, recall is better. Later on, Stasis is the way to go. Because early on, you know, the Terran doesn't have that many forces, and recall can just absolutely devastate the back of their base, whereas later on, you want the Stasis to deal with a massive Terran force. And they have more forces in the back of their base also. Anyway, it looks like we've got ourselves possibly a it looks like possibly a Vulture harass. There is a science vessel, so Firebathero clearly knows this is coming. Not sure what that means, though. I mean, he knows it's coming, but he's not pushing out. He's not able to. And he's just going to have to be really careful here with how he deals with protecting his base. Wow, unlucky for Pure there. Almost catching a lot of SCVs, but doesn't. Firebathero also just not doing great with his zone defense, to be absolutely honest. He's just not doing great with it. He's allowed things in that shouldn't have come in, basically, into his base. We got cannons going up for Pure. He is playing an incredibly standard game, by the way. This is like how you win at Protoss at, you know, mid-levels. And it's not, you know, it doesn't mean it doesn't work on the highest levels either. It's a very, very standard build for foreigners and for pros alike. It'll definitely win you games. And we're going to see what happens here from this dropship. It could do some good damage here and, you know, force Pure to disrupt his own plans, but it doesn't look like, wow, it's done much because it's been spotted and it's flown back to the base. And meanwhile, Firebathero loses a few SCVs. Not going to bother him so much, but he does need to get an attack off. He needs to be the aggressor instead of just waiting for those recalls to come in, because I don't know if that's the best idea. I mean, unless he has Flash's skills in terms of EMPing those Arbiters. If you guys watch Flash versus Yoon, which I cast a few days ago, that was a spectacular game where Flash EMP'd every single recall almost. And Yoon persisted in trying to do them for about like 30 minutes and totally failed every one of them. Or every, you know, important one. Anyway, it looks like we've got Firebathero moving down there from the south. He's going to try to go to this new base here. This is the 5th base for Pure, and Pure now has rounded out with High Templar too. Really, all the tech he needs is present for him, and he has played fairly defensively because he knows he's ahead. He's got himself much more gas. Oh man, a Firebathero. Bad luck and good play from Pure, I gotta say. He knew it was coming, and he intercepted it perfectly there. And Firebathero, I can't really say it was bad play. Perhaps he should have gone a slightly more safe route, though, over some more ridges, perhaps, instead of going over flat ground like that. Pure is nearly maxed out, at least. Yeah, he's definitely maxed out at this point, I think. So he's probably ready for a recall. And we're going to see how well that does against Firebathero. Although it looks like he's going to sacrifice himself. Whoa, whoa. Came so close to sacking a High Templar for no reason. It's possibly because he's just charging them with a High Templar in front. Kind of amusing to watch. So we're going to see what happens. Firebathero definitely wants to take down those observers, it seems. He's got mines around his base. That's going to help. He doesn't have EMP yet, though. As you see, he was researching EMP just now. And this means that he's not going to be able to do much against the stasis attack. It looks like it's not going to be a recall. It's probably going to be stasis. There's a great stasis. 4 tanks caught up. The EMP comes late. Another stasis coming in from the second Arbiter. And this could be the end in one fell blow here. Man, wow. Yeah, Pure is just doing a great job here. I mean, absolutely ridiculous play here. You know, this is just so you know, standard and yet so effective. This is so effective against a Terran who does exactly what Firebathero has done, which is turtle